PLC Network here at CES 2024. We are standing in the Tuya booth, makers of popular terms like Smart Life, which is an awesome app to control all of your devices with, as well as the Tuya app, which is practically the same thing. But it's a massive ecosystem or infrastructure that a massive ecosystem of products are built upon, and it's constantly growing with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of devices that support this. And pretty much you predate Matter, you know, so it's like one of the building blocks that lead us to where we are today with Smart Home. And of course with that, they're constantly expanding, and today, Dylan, you guys have something new to announce that you're breaking into.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we just gave you a booth tour and we tried to condense a lot of the great work we've been doing the past few years into one piece. So let's say we'll focus on here on the home energy management system, I think.
So now you're bringing home energy into the Tuya platform. And how exactly are you doing that?
Well, I mean, for us, it kind of started a couple of years back when we looked at some of the demand we had from customers around the world for easily accessible and affordable solutions to manage the home energy. At the moment, the market for a number of products, particularly in the high end for EV charging or solar, we believe to be quite expensive, and there was not one comprehensive platform we believed that could allow an end user to manage every asset of their home energy in one single app, right? You had your one app that could maybe be for your car charging, another one for your solar, another one for your battery, and we realized, hang on a minute, we have a pretty large degree of devices within this spectrum, and if we invest a bit more of our R&D, which we've done significantly, we can really expand that and provide what we believe to be one of the most comprehensive systems for home energy management in the world.
So now these manufacturers are building these devices using Tuya to be able to integrate it into everything, plus user friendliness with that central app control. Now, so this is going to be helping people out around the world. So this is, you know, it's coming out of China and expanding everywhere. We had mentioned earlier some things about the UK and some other areas in China. Of course, here in America, Tuya has a huge presence. You know, so this is exciting to see something like this. And so a lot of people are going to be able to take advantage of this. You see a lot of, you know, names that we've seen many times out there in the industry, and so this is kind of the stuff that we're going to be probably seeing this year, or is some of this already available?
This is already running and it's already live.
It's already live, ready to go.
It's been ready for about the past 6 months now. We've been up and running, and we're continually developing the ability of our home energy management systems and also commercial ones, which we won't touch on for now, I think.
So if one of our viewers wanted to learn more or to actually start building into something like this, to add this to their system, regardless if they've already invested into the Tuya ecosystem or not, where would you suggest them begin? You know, would they rather go to Tuya's website to learn how this can integrate into their own home, or would they contact one of the manufacturers or look into one of the sites of the manufacturers that are partners of Tuya's?
I mean, great place to start, particularly if, like myself, you have a number of Tuya devices in the home, is actually from whichever app you use, right? If you happen to be using the Tuya or the Smart Life app, you can, as an add-in for what we call the home energy management system as a plugin, you can have a great trial of it there and see how it goes to understand more on the software side, right? From there, if you're happy with that and see if you're actually able to save a bit of energy with those devices, like you say, come over to Tuya, contact your rep, and if you want to start building devices like EV charging, inverters, thermostats, we can happily connect you with the right suppliers and the right solutions in-house.
Perfect. So if you have any interest in actually integrating some of this into your own homes, obviously check out Tuya's website and some of these manufacturers to learn more. If you are a manufacturer and you're interested in integrating Tuya into your own products, definitely go to Tuya's website as well to learn more about that. But Tuya is a ever-growing system that's never going to stop. It's just like one of those snowballs rolling down an endless mountain. And the fact that it's so connective, versatile, user-friendly, it just has all the variables needed to make a system work. So it's exciting to see it move into the energy, and I can personally say I have a Tesla, you know, so I do have an app for you know, to managing the charger for that. I do have a solar system that's a separate app from SMA and so forth. So it would be nice to have all of that on a centralized system. I've tried many times to get it to work on Home Assistant as a way, but even then it's just like you sort of get access to things. Nothing really communicates with each other.
So for us, when we look at the market like this, all these companies you just mentioned, for us, potential partners, right? Which is really exciting for us. There's so many companies now. I don't know if you've seen huge booms in focus largely from manufacturers to get into this space. So we have partners who are battery manufacturers. We work with auto space. We work with energy companies, all of whom are trying to find the right piece for their market power to do the whole home energy management. What we hope in the next 5 to 10 years is that we can build the largest ecosystem of companies that are collaborating, right? Because with smart home, we've seen a number of closed ecosystems over the years, but we predict and we hope that from a government and environmental perspective, we don't want to see that again in in the energy sector. We want this to be as open as possible, as collaborative as possible, because ultimately, like we said earlier, you want to address the largest market. If you actually want to make this effective and not a commercial project, you need it to be as accessible and easy to use as possible.
Perfect. Well, there you have it. Go check out their website, and if you are, again, one of those manufacturers looking to possibly integrate something like this into their devices, definitely reach out to Tuya. Thank you so much, Dylan.
Thank you so
always
much.
exciting to see where Tuya is going every year, and we can't wait to see what's next.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, absolutely.
Cheers.